I built this shit, brick by brick. You see this? Every inch of it, every piece, every damn brick. I built this, brick by brick. With my own hands, my own sweat, my own blood. I didn't wake up one day and find myself standing here. I wasn't handed anything. There was no shortcut, no easy way, no golden ticket. It was just me, the grind, and the fight. They didn't believe in me. They told me I couldn't do it. They laughed, doubted, whispered behind my back. But while they talked, I worked. While they slept, I built. While they waited for a miracle, I created my own. Brick by brick. You don't get here without the struggle, without the nights that felt like they would never end, without the days that tested every ounce of strength in your body, without the moments where quitting seemed like the only option, but you didn't. That's the difference. The ones who make it, they aren't the most talented, the smartest, or the luckiest. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. They're the ones who keep laying bricks when their hands are bleeding. They're the ones who get up over and over until there's no one left to stop them. Pain, I've felt it. Loss, I've lived it. Setbacks, I've had more than I can count. But every single time I stood back up. Every time life knocked me down, I got up swinging. Every scar on my body, every ache in my bones, every tear I ever shed. It all built me. It all made me who I am. And I wouldn't trade a single piece of it, because without it, I wouldn't be here. People love to talk about success like it's some magic trick, like you just wish for it, and it appears. They don't see the grind. They don't see the sacrifices. They don't see the nights when you're the only one awake, pushing forward while the rest of the world sleeps. They don't see the times you had to believe in yourself when no one else would. But I see it. I lived it. I built it, brick by brick. And here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to do the work for you. You want it? Earn it. You want respect? Take it. You want to build something that lasts? Then you better be ready to bleed for it. Because the world doesn't hand out success. It tests you first. It pushes you to the edge, waits for you to break. And only those who refuse to stay broken get to see what's on the other side. You can't cheat this process. You can't fake the work. Either you put in the hours or you don't. Either you push past the pain or you let it define you. Either you build or you watch others build while you stand in the ruins of your excuses. I wasn't born with this fire. I created it. Every failure was fuel. Every disappointment was a lesson. Every time someone told me I couldn't, I smiled, because I knew I would. And now, here I stand. Not because it was easy, but because I refused to break. If you're out there, if you're struggling, if you're fighting for something, let me tell you this. Keep going. Keep building. One brick at a time. Because every effort counts. Every moment of pain is shaping you. Every setback is forging your strength. And one day, you're going to stand on top of what you built, look back, and realize it was all worth it. Because when you build something with your own hands, when you create something from nothing, when you rise from the ground up, no one can take that from you. No one can say you don't deserve it. No one can break what you built with your own soul. I built this shit, brick by brick, and so can you. And let me tell you something. This isn't just about success. This is about becoming someone you respect. Someone who knows they fought for every inch of ground they stand on. Because when you wake up every morning knowing you earned your place, knowing that every scar tells a story of resilience, that is power, that is freedom. There will be days when you want to stop. Days when your mind will beg you to take the easy road, when your body will scream for rest. But listen to me. This is when it matters the most. This is where the real work happens. When everything in you wants to quit. and you keep going anyway. That's when legends are made. That's when you separate yourself from the ones who only dream about it. You don't get to greatness without first enduring the storm, without being tested, without being pushed to your absolute limits. You have to be willing to walk through the fire, to embrace the grind, to put in the work that no one else is willing to do. Because when you do, when you refuse to surrender, you earn something no one can ever take away from you. Self-respect, discipline, power. And when you finally make it, when you stand on top of everything you built, they'll ask how you did it. They'll wonder what your secret was. And all you'll do is smile. Because they'll never understand the nights you spent building, the pain you endured, the sacrifices you made. I built this, brick by brick, and no one can ever take that away from me. And neither can they take away what you build if you refuse to quit. So go, building bleed for it. Earn it, brick by brick.